Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Reggie just sent out. Did you get his email?
Oh.
He saw that I said I could do it.
Oh, he just sent a refresh. Oh.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, there he is.
So you think it's just
Nova?
right?
Michael?
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going, Reggie?
Is my sound working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet.
You think it's just us tonight?
Yeah, I say let's get going.
Okay.
I got plenty to do.
Yep. So it looks like it's just our same questions that we answered on our paper.
Oh, is it?
What?
Well, it'll be easy.
Yeah.
That'll be easy.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up right now. Hey.
You guys ready for this to be
What?
over? You guys ready for this to be over?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm burned out. I'm burned out on work. I'm burned out on school. I'm burned out on everything.
Yep.
Don't be burned out on Dad.
Okay, so what are the root problems in this case?
Can't be burned out on being Dad.
You can't do that. Are you recording, Nova?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. So what was the first question? What are the root
problems of the case? So on this case, I didn't feel like Turner was the biggest person to blame personally.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't Turner. It was the Cardulo guy.
Yeah.
I thought Turner put in the effort, but he was rudderless because Cardulo was not given directions or had undefined expectations.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually kind of a hard case, like harder than the other ones. It wasn't like I didn't feel like
It's a lot more ambiguous.
I didn't feel like Turner made huge mistakes, but enough to get him in trouble.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Richie.
So we were just talking about the root problems of this case.
Okay.
So we kind of all decided that Turner wasn't necessarily the biggest person to blame. That Cardulo was, or however you say his name.
Richie should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardulo?
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 Well, yeah, I don't know. But I think it's Cardulo. I don't know.
Okay. Sounds good. So the next question is, how did Turner get himself into this predicament?
Because he
I felt like he didn't do a good enough job with conflict resolution when
Daddy,
when
how
Car-
much time do you have for your
I
meeting?
felt like when Cardulo would like blow up in front of everybody,
Are you talking to them right now?
I guess
Mom, he's talking to them right now.
go talk in private instead of freaking out in front of all the employees, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Sorry,
No,
I think
I
Turner.
was just gonna tell Reg
could've-
really hard to hear.
Oh,
I'm hard to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Let me see if I can.
So if we repeat what you say, just
yeah, go along with it.
Is that any better? My face is like on it.
that's
I think Turner should have addressed things a little bit sooner. I think Turner, with the autonomy that he wanted, he got, but then the leadership kind of fell by the wayside. You know, there was a little bit of a power vacuum, and I think it would have lent itself to Turner addressing things earlier. You know, when he realized the outburst, when he realized the lack of direction, he should have kind of taken a little bit, taken the bull by the horns, so to speak.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
and also how fast he accepted all the the responsibilities without they were even consulting anyone. Like they pretty much wanted to make him the leader or make tough decisions without Cardulo getting involved or just screaming at him if he did something bad, but not helping him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I also think that he needed to have it written down exactly what his job description was. Not that that was his job. Like I guess he should have been more proactive in finding out exactly what his job description was and what he was in charge of and not in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed.
Can you guys hear me any better right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, before he took the job, you know, he knew that the business was struggling, and he noticed that when Cardulo or whatever showed him around, he didn't introduce him to any of the workers or any of the management. And so he saw the red flags, I felt like, and still decided to accept the job because of the pay raise and the autonomy he was going to have. And I felt like he could see it before he got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to a certain degree, yeah.
Yeah, and he wanted to live in Chicago, so he wanted to stay there, and that's what
Yeah, I like the area.
part of
Like-
the decision.
Cardulo's still more to blame, but Turner knew what he was getting into, I felt like, somewhat.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Turner
I agree.
job hopper too. I mean, that was his third job in a couple months, so he just wanted the power too, I think.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think he should have been a little bit more patient with the other two positions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this question says, what is going on for Cardulo? I don't really know what that's asked. Like, I don't know. Thoughts?
Mhm.
It seems like he's trying to get out of a lot of his responsibility. He's spread too thin, and so it seems like he's trying to bring Turner along to do most of his work for him.
But then still wants to interject and run things his way.
Yes. He
Which I
thought he
wrote.
wanted to turn the reins over, but then when he did, it freaked him out.
Yeah, what I wrote in response to it was a question like this. I don't think it was the exact question, but I thought Cardulo should have been much more able to leave his stamp on the division. I mean, even though Turner was going to run it with autonomy and be able to do the things that he wanted, I think it still needed to be ran according to Cardulo's wishes and grand design, and then the implementation of those could be done with autonomy by Turner. And so, anyways, Turner went one way, and Cardulo immediately came back and pulled it another way. And I think that could have been avoided, you know, that little bit it could have just been implemented differently, and which I think goes about being rudderless and power vacuum, but I thought that could have been a solution to it.
I think he was just stretched too thin as well, just because he was over the 2 different departments that were in different areas. So he just couldn't concentrate really on one area at a time, if that makes sense.
Right.
Sure.
And what was weird too was when they came with him with a different business plan, I guess, if I remember right, and they noticed some a serious problem with cash flow or something. I can't remember exactly, but they brought it to him, and he just like disregarded it and acted like there wasn't a problem, but there really was. I thought that was weird.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse.
Hey.
Okay, so what did Pat Cardullo and Jamie Turner each initially bring to the situation at MLI that would seem to ensure success? Anyone? So I guess I would say that Turner had an excitement for the company. Like, he had some plans and was excited to get them going. And Cardullo had a lot of experience. So if they could have put that together, it would have really helped the situation go a little bit better.
Wait, repeat the question again.
What did Cardullo and Turner each initially bring to the situation at MLI that would ensure success?
Oh, okay.
Or failure, for that matter.
Yeah, or failure, yeah.
Yeah,
And this was a hard question to answer for me because you didn't know very much of Cardullo's background, and what you knew of Turner
That's true.
didn't really like scream history, I guess, a consistent history of success.
Mm-hmm.
I think Turner's a very smart guy from the story, and graduated well and so on and so forth. But I think Turner brought to the table new, fresh ideas, something that MLI needed. And I think to MLI, or to Turner's credit, I think he kept aboard, Kelly, who was not really regarded highly by Cardullo, but I think Turner kept MLI intact as a family business, or at least the core of that business that was around for a long time when it was a family business. And then Cardullo, for me, he just, I don't know, he looked at the short picture and not the long picture, and I think that was what hurt the most. He wanted immediate results, but he was never there to implement and figure out how to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was because Cardullo was going to be there only for like 1 more year, 18 months at most.
Yeah.
But what I think is that despite all the difference they had, if they have just concentrated in what was their job to do without taking things personal, maybe they could have done well,
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Anyone else?
Anything else, Nova? No.
Thanks.
Nope.
What were the key choice points where either of them could have done things differently?
For me, we kind of talked about this where Turner could have addressed things sooner with Cardullo, could have done could have addressed the outburst, could have addressed the direction that he wanted to take the company.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, Cardullo, I think Cardullo lost confidence in the rest of the team at MLI through the outburst and through the rudderlessness and through being there and not being there. I think those were some of the key points.
I agree. I feel like right off the bat, Turner tried to have like a lunch with Cardullo because he wanted to kind of like make things right with him when they first got on a little bit of a rocky road. But Cardullo just kind of brushed him aside and went to lunch with some of the other employees. But I feel like he should have insisted on creating a relationship with him, because it seemed like Cardillo was just loyal to the guys that he knew and the guys on his team that he was familiar with, and anything that Turner brought forward with the new people wasn't going to be even looked at. And so I feel like without having a relationship with Cardillo, that was never going to change. So I feel like he should have insisted somehow on having those lunches with him and stuff that he wanted to do, and not take no for an answer there.
Yeah, that's true. I think the same. Like, instead of trying to change Cardul or the way he does things, he could have just show what he was capable of doing and just do it. And if they say no, okay, try to explain, try to talk to them. But if not, just keep working. When you come new into a company, you don't try to change every person. You just try to show what you are capable to do, and if they can take advantage of that. So that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
Maybe Pat was scared of Jamie. I mean, or maybe he was just like, whatever. Like, I don't care about this. Like, or I mean, you don't have much to say, or I mean, your ideas are not like that worthy than mine. So I mean, so that's what I was kind of like. Yeah, like it's sometimes like you could be, example, if it's me, I've been in a company for a while, and I'm kind of like old school and trying to um do like the same things always. But if somebody new comes, I don't want to like change up with the time. I just always want to continue my ways. So I felt Pat was doing that a lot. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think if they would have had like, I mean, we kind of already talked about this, but if they would have had scheduled one-on-ones, like when I was kind of asking my husband, because I didn't know what to write exactly on this, so I was asking his opinion. He said it was crazy that they didn't have like weekly one-on-ones once they started, because at his company, he's a manager and he meets with his director at least once a week to like make sure they're on the same plan and page and to see what they need to change. So
Right.
that's kind of what I wrote about, is how important that is to actually meet, not just meet at lunch, but have like a meeting during work.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
one every day. Like to understand what's going on, what we need to do. So it's kind of like, I mean, but it gives a better perspective in things of working together, because a lot is in stake. But in this case, it's kind of like like it's all about, you do that, I'll do this. So I'd say.
Mhm. That's true.
Okay, and the last question is, how, if at all, should Turner approach Cardullo at the end of the case?
That's going to be a tough road there. I don't know.
He just needs to walk up to him and be like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, he's gotta somehow humanize the situation. Like you guys are saying, having a one-on-one, having an interview,
Mhm.
and actually talking it out. He's got to find a way to get that out of Cardillo. He can't just come to work and always be on the outs.
Yeah, that's very true. And also, like, never take, like, for example, the email that he came and throw it to him and things like that. That doesn't work. Like, they need to talk. They need to have meetings instead of reacting the other way, where instead of helping, it's completely ruining the whole communication.
Right.
Mhm.
I also think that it's not a good idea to like corner them in the hallway and be like, "Hey, what's your problem?" But to actually have a meeting where they talk.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this?
Mm,
Yeah, they just need to have a heart to heart. I think that's the only way to get through it.
mm.
Cool. Okay. You guys good with that then?
I'm good.
Thanks for setting it up, Nova.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nova. Thanks. This is our last meeting, right, guys?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the great semester. It was nice meeting all of you.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Hey,
All right, best of luck to you.
guys. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot to shave. Hang on.
That's it.
There we
Kicked
go.
out.
Shave.
Good luck in the final.
All right.